Are notes as intimidating as they sound? What's a serial note and how to use it? The first thing I want to point out is that notes in Fusion are very different from the notes in the Color tab. The notes in Fusion have very clear rules and are used for a specific purpose. And in the Color tab, you can apply many effects or make a lot of adjustments in one note. And of course, this is something you shouldn't do. So here you have your note space. For every clip, you have a serial note by default. Any changes that you make will be applied to the selected note. We can also apply different effects from the Effects tab. Just drag and drop. To reset the note, just right click and reset note. So notes are kind of like layers. We use these notes to record the changes of our clips. The one note that we'll be using the most and the star of today's video is the serial note. The shortcut is Option S. You can have as many as you want. This right here is the input, the original raw video. Here we have our changes recorded, and then here we're connected to the output. So this is what the final video looks in the Edit tab. If you disconnect it here, you wouldn't be able to see it. So it always has to be connected to the output. The first thing I want to show you is the bypass. The shortcut is Command D. If you want to disable all of the notes, it's Option D. The bypass allows us to turn the note off and on, so we can see the changes made from the selected clip. Now, like I said previously, unlike Fusion, the notes here are allowed to make as many changes as you want. But of course, you shouldn't do that. What makes notes so much better than layers is organization. In a professional environment, you would want to quickly know where things are. So any changes should be recorded in a separate note and also labeled. Now let's say in this first note, we are changing the saturation. In this second note, we add in some contrast. And in the third note, add in a LUT. To rename a note, right click on it and select note label. Then you can call this sat, because we changed saturation here. Then in this one, contrast. And in this one, we added in a LUT, so I'll call it a LUT. This way we can open any given project and know what happens. A really important thing about the serial node is that they take the output from the previous node and treat it as the base layer. Let me give you an example. Let's say that we will make this first node desaturated, and in the second layer we try to add in color. We can't, because we already lost the color in the previous node. This is really important to understand. The second layer takes input from the previous layer. The pro order that you would want to follow is start with your noise reduction, then color correct with primaries so you can create correctly exposed look. Then you can add in contrast with the curves. After that, you can apply a LUT, then go to the HSL curves to manipulate individual colors. And at the very end, you can add in things like glow, sharpening, or film grain. So this video was about the serial notes in the Color tab. There are 6 more types of notes in the Color tab that I will be making videos on. So subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next one.